come up with your username Asmongold?
To be honest, I actually don't know where the name came from, and I really mean this. I think back, and it's like whenever I was 10, I had the name. Whenever I was 8, well, I don't remember a lot whenever I was 8, so I'm not sure. But it was either a name that I just spontaneously came up with, or it was a name that was given to me by one of the older kids in a neighborhood whenever we were playing, you know, like secret agent code name games, right? So it's one or the other, but to be honest, I have no clue where the name came from.
Who is your favorite BTS member?
I am not that much of a boomer to not know what BTS is. I know it's K-pop, and that's where it stops. I have no idea.
How much do you think you've spent on fast food?
How much money have I spent on fast food? And this is gonna be like, let's assume that we're talking about in my entire lifetime. So 365, and then you think of that, I've been alive 33 years. So whatever 365 times 33 times 10 would be, assuming that it would be $10 every single day. You know, accounting for inflation both directions. So yeah, whatever that number would be, maybe the editors can, like, you know, put it on screen somewhere. Yeah.
What makes a game good?
A game is good if it makes you want to waste your time. A game is good is if you can spend 12 hours playing the game all day, ignore every other obligation in your real life, go to bed, and know that you did something that mattered.
How many hours do you have in WoW?
Hours in WoW. Well, unfortunately, I know the answer to this question. It's about 35 to 40,000.
What's your current phone's wallpaper?
My current phone's wallpaper. Well, to be honest, this piece of I've had like, what, 4 or 5 years now, and I've never even changed the wallpaper. It still has the original default phone Samsung wallpaper. I thought it was nice. It had some flowers and it was just nice colors. So what's the reason of changing it? It's fine. The OTK Games Expo is returning for the 3rd year on June 4th. We'll have more games, more chaos, and a lot less tank tone, don't worry. Discover your next gaming obsession and don't miss any of the live action on June 4th on OTK's YouTube channel or on Zach Rar on Twitch. And if you're looking for something to play, you can head on over to OTKGamesExpo.com to check out the previously showcased games.
What can't you travel without?
The crazy thing about traveling in me is I hate it. So I'm trying to think about what do I really like having while I'm traveling? I don't know, my phone? Like, the only thing I could really say is a way to get back.
What will you do after retiring from streaming?
What will I do after retiring from streaming? Simple question. Simple answer. Die.
How do you pronounce GIF?
I don't know. Is it pronounced the way that it's spelled or some other way that some moron invented? Oh, I wonder. It's GIF.
Yes, you're right, by the way. There's a right answer, you're correct.
It's not even a question.
I know, like, point to New York on a map.
Where's the map?
Behind you.
Oh. It literally says it. But I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna be honest because, like, you know, like, I got nothing to prove. I would have said it was this one. But I mean, it literally says, because I thought, I was like, as I saw the question, and I was thinking in my head, I'm like, isn't that one that's in the water? It turns out, no, it's not. It's not the one that's in the water. That's Michigan.
$10 million or talk to Bobby Kochek for an hour?
Talk to Bobby for an hour. Man, I'm assuming I could ask him anything, but he could maybe have me killed if I ask him the wrong thing. So I'd probably take the $10 million.
If you had the chance to replay any game for the first time again, what would it be?
It's very hard for me to say this because in a way I want to say Dark Souls 1 and in a way I want to say Elden Ring. But I think that if I had to choose, I would go with Elden Ring.
What last movie or concert have you seen in a theater or venue?
Oh my god, the last time I saw a movie in the movie theater? This was back whenever I had a girlfriend. That was a long, long time ago. Oh man, I'm trying to think. I think I went and I took her to see Maleficent 2. And it was at the Alamo Drafthouse and they had pizzas, so the movie was great. I had a great time.
What's the most amount of money someone can spend on a gacha game before you would consider them a loser?
$1.
If you could delete a social platform, what would it be?
If I could delete a social platform, I'm gonna be honest, and that I know this might sound bad, but I'd delete Facebook. Because, like, let's be real, like, Facebook does not need to exist anymore. Every time I hear anything about Facebook, it's stupid. It's like, at least on Instagram, there's hot girls. The only thing on Facebook are conspiracy theories and bad memes.
If you could give a Victorian child anything, what would it be?
A Victorian child? I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, we're talking about, like, the old days. I mean, damn, I'm trying to think. It's between a smartphone and a submachine gun. I don't know which one.
Who from OTK would you not let your daughter date?
Seer.
If there is a zombie apocalypse, who from OTK would die first?
S-Fan. Here's one. So, here's what would happen. So he'd find out that there's a zombie apocalypse, and then he'd have to make like 5 phone calls. And then after he made 5 phone calls, he'd have to talk to 2 different people. And then there was gonna be a call that he had to do. And then after that, there's an event on GTA that he still needs to finish. And then by the time that he did all of those things, the zombies would have already surrounded the house, and it would be too late.
Will you ever clean your house?
I've thought about cleaning the house. I mean, like, if I came home one day and the house was cleaned, I would be like, well, for a minute, I'd be like, where's all my shit? But then I'd be like, okay, this is fine. It's not really a big deal to me, right? If the house gets clean, that's nice. If not, it's fine.
Who's the most famous person you've met?
I don't know if I've really met anybody more famous than just like a streamer. Like, that's about it. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to think about it. Man, who else have I even met? I remember before he died, I talked to John McAfee. That was about it.
Rank the WoW expansions from worst to best.
This might be contentious, but it shouldn't be. The truth is that Classic WoW is the best and only true MMO, and every other, like, if Classic WoW is S tier, the next expansion is B tier. So I would say, like, Classic WoW, Burning Crusade, Legion, Wrath, either Cataclysm or Mists of Pandaria, I'm not really sure. And then after that, really, who gives a shit?
What's the last thing you Googled?
Let me see. What did I... Oh, jeez. I Googled myself.
You could trade places with any streamer, who would it be?
Trade places with any streamer. Maybe Soda, because he basically does the same shit that I do, except for he watches less YouTube videos. So yeah, I'd probably say Soda. Chance?
If you could ask Soda any question, what would it be?
Ask Soda any question. Why the f didn't you do RPGs back in the day? Like, I met a lot of the other streamers before any of us streamed, and it was great, but you were sitting there doing f***ing Arena the whole time? What about RPGs? They were way better. Yeah, I would have known you for like 15 years.
What's your favorite swear word?
If I said that, the video would get demonetized.
If you could have any guest on the podcast, who would it be?
It's crazy because, like, I probably would have had to worry and think about this more, but now I know exactly what the answer would be because you brought it up earlier, Bobby Kotick. I would love to have him on the podcast in person just so I could ask him a bunch of stupid questions. I would love that so much. But Elon Musk could be number 2. I'd ask stupid questions to him too. Like, why are you still playing Diablo 4?